Okay, welcome back to my shop here. I decided that I don't like the square front like this here. It just doesn't look right. And so I'm looking at how I'm going to modify this. I would like to modify it by making like a round feature to it in the front. Might make it look a lot better. Make it look like a roll top desk or something like that. But I'm just going to try to modify this. So stay tuned and we'll see what I can do with this. Probably something like this here in segmented pieces going across, and then I would be able to cut this around here like this and then build the pieces on top, and like 7 pieces segmented together at a certain angle, and see if that'll work. Okay, so that's both pieces cut nice and clean. That works really nice using the tool like that. It's really good for that. Okay, now the next thing to do would be to work on putting this on and getting that worked out. What I did was, since these are straight line segments here, they're not curved, I put a mark at each one of these here intersections here, and then I took a straight edge and then I just connected the dots. That way there I have straight cuts all the way around here. Okay, I use hot melt glue gun to hold these two pieces together here right now so that I can sand them both together as one unit. When I first got this glue gun, it was late 1970s, maybe early 1980s, and the glue sticks back in those days didn't hold much at all. But today's glue sticks, they really hold. I mean, this thing is so different compared to back in those days. This this glue holds really tight. Now I put 3 drops on here for hot milk glue. It came a long way with the glues, that's for sure. Like, well, that's tight. That was just 3 drops only. It held that wood. It didn't hold the wood. It even took some of the wood off. That's how good this stuff is nowadays. Wow. Good stuff. Back over again. This is what we're going to have now. Something like that. Something about like that. I think that might work. I think that might look a lot better than being square. Okay, so I have my dimensions on here now. This first piece here is a square cut here, and then the rest of these are 99 degrees direction here, or we can just say 9 degrees off of 0 on the table saw for the bevel cut. This is 1.5 inches here, so I can use the same board. I took my lid off apart here now. I still have the hinges here, so this side here I can come back my 1.5 inches and cut that square, and then continue on down through here cutting those bevels at 9-degree bevels to finish that out. Now give me at least 3 of these, and then I can get another piece of wood to do the rest of it. That's coming up next. Okay, the first one here is a square cut, and then the rest of them are 9-degree bevels. I had to mill some more lumber here, some more old floorboards to add into this, and so that's what I'm doing right now, is getting together here and marking them and putting together. Here's what I got so far. Let's see, here's wrong side. That's the one I want. Okay, the camera here. Alright. So let's continue on with the next 2 pieces here and see how we got it. Alrighty. Alright. I still have the last piece that goes down inside the box. Now I'll trim that to size, but I'll get this here 2 pieces together here now on both sides and get all this together up here first, and then I can work the next piece in by putting it back on the box and checking for length and things. And you'll see how that comes later on here. Okay, I see the next thing to do would be to biscuit this now together, and that's coming up next. Square the whole system up here and make my marks across to put the biscuits. To do the biscuit slot on the square piece here, I just set my fence flush at 90 degrees to cut that. But now I have a 9-degree bevel here. So what I did was I hot melt glued a 9-degree bevel onto my biscuit joiner here, and we'll see how that works now. Okay, so the biscuit is now in the square piece here. Here's the bevel piece that we just did right here. And what I want to do is see if I can get that to line up on top. where it needs to be and follow that angle, and it is. So that their wedge that I put on my biscuit joiner is going to work for that. That lines up nice there, and that's what I'm looking for. And I got the bevel is nice and tight, so it's going to work. So I got the wedge set, and I got the fence depth set now where it needs to be able to match all these now at that angle, the bevel. Okay, there it is, biscuit together, dry fitted right now. And let's see how this is going to work out now for fitting this in here then. I got the piece in here that's just fitted in there, just dry fitted too, just to see how it's going to line up. And that nice and tight through there, to there, to there, and we'll see how that works out. Wow, look at that. If I put this in here like this, fit that up in there, and then once it's all hinged, let me see if I can get this in here. Alrighty. And then I get it hinged and tight on all that. That is pretty good. Almost like a roll. Now that looks better than being boxy the way it was. The first time I had it was too boxy. Now it looks right. This is the way I want it. Everything's just temporary right now. It's just laid on there right now, but I think it's going to work. I'm very happy with the modification that's taking place here. And the next thing will be to finish this down through here, and I think it's going to work pretty good. Alrighty, I'm very happy with that. I have the last piece temporary put on here as well. So all these pieces are now dry fitted together. There's my pattern that I have on there that I originally used for that, and that's matching up nice. And another thing that's nice too is the way this was drawn out was to make sure that we have the bottom and the top square with each other. That means down here, this would be flat here, and that would be flat up there to make it square. And it's looking good that way. As I show here, I'm holding my camera with one hand here, so it's hard to hold everything in line here, but everything squares out nice this way here. Plus I have the curve coming into it. And that's how I drew that up so that it would work that way. So what I have to do now when I get it on the box, I have to notch in here a little bit down so that this part will come off on the edges so that it will fit back inside here again in the box, in between here and here. And that's all I'm going to do for right now. And the next part will be to start assembling that as a permanent lid. Okay, that's coming up next.